I know there's a way to whistle by doing this, but I just can't figure it out. I did it! Okay, wow, that intro ended way faster than I anticipated. I was still goofing off. Hey guys, my name is Tristan Sartoris. Welcome back to Full Circus. You know what? That is not my usual intro to the show, but that's okay because this is not my usual recording day. So, if you haven't been paying attention to the last few episodes of the podcast, you would have known, /seen, /felt that I've been recording them rather late, deep into the AMs, if you will. 4, 5, 6 sometimes at the worst. It was the worst. And it's been rough, okay? It's been a little bit of a marathon, a gauntlet for me. And the last one, especially, I was just completely spaced out. I don't know if you've ever tried to improvise a comedic show for about 20 to 30 minutes while being up for 24 hours and not sleeping a lot to begin with. But it's not easy. Your brain doesn't say, hey, you know what, I'll throw you a bone. Let's stay witty and clever, deep into these hours. And that's just not what happens. My brains, the gears, the cogs, just season up, steam. I was like, what? I want to sleep. So no matter how much enthusiasm and excitement I had, I just could not think straight. There was a line in there particularly that I was saying, I've got 11 hours in the past 3 days. And I would just space out completely. And there was a cut there, and I kept doing that same thing for 45 minutes because I didn't know, I couldn't think. I would say, I got 11 hours in the past 3 days. And I was just gone, Nothing made sense to me, and it was rough. It was not easy at all, but that's what I get, dude. I was expecting the world to just bowl me a perfect strike and say, hey, you know what? Take care of it. They're going to let you off early, maybe on a Thursday afternoon. Go take care of your podcast. Have some fun, Tristan. But sometimes the world just doesn't do that. Sometimes it throws a gutter ball and still expects you to pick up the spare. It's not easy. Or sometimes it just leaves you with a 7-10 split, which is, impossible. I don't have the talent, the skill, the luck, or the wrist dexterity to pull something like that off. So, yes, we are taking matters into our own hands, and we are recording this way ahead of schedule. It is actually a Monday in the afternoon, so I'm feeling nice and bright, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling witty, and I'm feeling clever. So, look, it is not the middle of the night. You can see that it's sunny out, although it looks just kind of like a cloud. It's pure white. That's okay. My parents always said that sky's the limit for me. But yeah, so it'll be exciting, and we're just trying to stay ahead of schedule because we know it's just not going to work out. However, the one caveat, the problem with such things is that I don't have any material. I've had zero time to prepare, to get ready, to think about things I want to talk about at all because I just did the other episode. And the other episode was horrible because it kind of looked like that by the time I was finished. I was just burnt out, and I had to edit the thing at 8 a.m. I was like, oh my, what did I even talk about here? And the sun was up, and that's just not what you want to see ever when you haven't slept and you're recording and you're trying to go to bed. So yeah, we have no material. We have nothing. I can show you, dude, my notes. I keep them up here because I try to, just make sure the ideas are falling down from above. Just kidding, I had nowhere else to put them. But yeah, if you look right here, actually, real quick, we have 2 notes only. Talk about sunrise, check, and talk about the notepad, also check. So yeah, that is the end of the show now. That's all we have for you guys today. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm kidding, but yeah, we literally have nothing else to mention. So we're just kind of going to be freeballing it here today, and I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope I have some time, and we'll see where this goes. It's going to be an exciting time. As you can see, we still have the chair in the booth, which means we are still very busy, still working away, plugging out at the voiceover and the audiobook. It means it's not done. It means it's not even close. But I've been busy, dude. There's so many things going on. And honestly, I feel like, I don't know if anyone else's year feels like this, but 2022, what year is that? No, 2022 just feels like a complete blur of busyness, right? So I started my first 2 to 3 months out in an insurance cult where I was just plugging away, right? I'm taking tests and constantly studying, doing the things, getting my license, going to sale. It was all day, every day. That was my first 2 to 3 months until mid-March. I was like, insurance, practicing, preaching, do this, meeting up, ride-alongs and such. So I don't even remember January, February, March. It was just all kind of gone. Then I had about till mid-March to mid-April where I really felt like I came alive. The metamorphosis. I was coming into my own. I had time. I was feeling like the podcast was good. We were attacking the voiceover things in the right way, taking up projects. Things were going well for us, guys. We were in a really great spot. And then we take on this extras job, which is all well and good. We met a lot of great people. The project has been exciting thus far, but it is very time consuming, and it throws off any good habits that I did create in that time period. So it's kind of been another blur, and this will continue until around mid-June. So we'll go from mid-April, May, June. It's another 3 months. So really, I've only experienced the kind of March, early April, and it was a great time. But it's just the whole thing just a blur. But you know what? It hasn't been without its stories, right? Whether it's good or bad, how many good moments and times have we shared here on the podcast? You know what I'm saying? Let's look back at the insurance thing. Crazy nicknames, crazier people, criminally insane people, the fail test, the pass test, and everything in between. It was an exciting time, was it not? Sure, I don't really remember it because I was so busy kind of doing it. It was a lot. But, we have that. We'll always have those moments we can share together. Now, let's look at the production we're doing right now. So many good moments and good stories that we're getting to share and have fun and laugh about. Equally as many challenging times and hurdles to get over, such as being accused of harassing young women on set. No, I'm not over it yet, okay? Hasn't been a week for me. You're watching this on the Friday thinking, why? Were you so upset over this? No, it's a fresh wound, still lingering, still hurt, okay? As someone who's so outgoing, I say, hey, keep up the good work. Good job. Love what I'm doing. Love what you guys are doing. Have a great day. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are awesome. You're the best. For that to be misinterpreted as some sort of creepy, stalker, predatorial behavior calls into question my whole existence, my being, the way I approach people as a whole. So it has kind of thrown off my equilibrium of, uplifting. I'm trying to share smiles, make people feel good about themselves, and I just don't want anyone being freaked out or scared. And it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me to get past that. Just yesterday, I was walking into a store, right, and I grabbed the handle, I pulled it open, and because I'm such a good person, right, I'm a good kid, one of the last few remaining people here in Northeast Ohio that are still, good enough to turn around and look to see if anyone's there before I walk in. So I do that, and I see this lady walking behind me. And usually I would hold this door open, okay? Good, chivalrous person. That's who I am. And I would say, hey, how's the weather? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you have a beautiful day. That's what I would do. But because of everything that happened, it was still in my brain. Part of me was like, oh no, I don't want this being misinterpreted as some sort of, crazy, flirtatious, hitting on behavior. Like, oh, stop it. And I get beat up with a person and they're put in jail. I don't know what happened. I'm overthinking the whole thing. So I'm holding this and I'm going, sorry. And I let go of the door. And it begins to close right in her face. And I look and I'm like, hey, I just want you to know this is out of respect, okay? But the chivalrous person in me prevailed. I catch the door and I open back, and she's kind of confused, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I hope you have a great day. And I'm still kind of worried and a little sweat. I'm like, this is not supposed to be weird, but hey, enjoy the AC, of the store. So yes, the chivalry has prevailed. Chivalry is not dead, although this lady who, accused me of such almost killed it off completely. We are going to still be nice people, but yes, I am still worried about that. Part of me will worry about that for a little bit, whether it's guys or girls. I'm like, how do I treat these people? How do I say? Can I tell them good job? Can I ask them how the weather's doing? Can I say, you know what, let me hold that door for you? Can I do anything? So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that one out together. But yeah, I don't have any answers. It's only been a couple days. Give me that. I stripped the tag off this thing because I don't want to give any free branding out. I'm just joking. This episode is brought to you by Powerade. I just pulled it off because I like to do that. Powerade. Get Powerade. If you want to have as much energy as Tristan Sartoris in full circus, drink Powerade. Dude, I could sell products so well like that if it's anything to do with energy or caffeine. People are like, I'll have what he's having. Okay? I was just like, wow, he just seems like he's got a natural enjoyment and enthusiasm for life, right? That's what it is. Drugs. No, I'm kidding. But people are always like, I'll have what he's having. What are you on? What's the deal? What are you doing? I have no idea. I don't know why I am the way I am, but I could sell, okay? If I was something to do with caffeine, people would want that. They're like, hey, what is it, man? What are you doing? What are you using? Is some sort of new stimulant or speed? You get me on the ground floor. Haven't heard about that. And like, dude, I have no idea. I'm just having fun, okay? Being accused and harassed. You can tell this is really affecting me. What else is going on? Oh, dude, there is another story that I forgot to share on the last episode of the podcast because I was so brain dead. But they were having a little bit of a raffle here on set. And if you don't know what a raffle is, Google it, okay? This is not important. What is important was that it costs $5 to enter. Now, $5 might not be a lot to some, but to me, I'm just using all my money to get there, gas money. I'm running out of money quick. $5 is a lot, and I debated back and forth with this raffle. Should I give the $5 to get that, right? Big win, big prize, big risk. $5, can I do it? Eventually, I built up the courage and said, you know what? I'm going to go get my $5. I will enter this raffle. Yes, come on. So I go get my $5. Raffle guy walks away. He's gone. So now I'm like, okay, great. I'll wait for you. Stuff it in my pocket. Maybe this is a sign. Okay, if he doesn't come back, this is my $5 to keep. Like I said, don't want to lose my $5. So, long story short, I waited. Raffle guy never comes back. Still in my pocket, which, by the way, are not my pants. These are costume pockets. And I forget. So I give my costume back to wardrobe. And I leave my $5 there. I don't even enter the raffle. I just threw $5 away. It was just gone. I just lost $5 for nothing. I was already on the fence about using $5 to enter such raffle, let alone just throw it into the freaking wilderness, into the world. So I was a little bit hurt over that. And I was thinking, at the very least, the people on set are good, right? The costume people, they will find the $5 and say, hey, who lost us $5? This is someone. This was Tristan's pair of pants, right? These are his $5. It was his pocket. They will come back to you, right? If you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours to keep. So I was really excited to get this $5 back, and didn't happen. So set's being pretty hard to me right now. First, I get accused of harassing people. Next, I lose $5. Could it get even worse than this? I mean, not exactly in that order. There's definitely one that could be worse. But yes, I was a little upset, and I have not gotten this $5 back. So whoever, if anyone, has found this $5, just know I am judging you very, very harshly, okay? This is a $5 that belongs to me, and I'm excited to get him back, and I will find a way. Oh, yes, I will. A little health update for you guys, right? So a couple weeks ago in the podcast, I talked about getting back on the health wagon, right? Getting my health kick, man. Instead, I was just health kicked in the face over and over and over through the whole week. But that was just mostly only because I wanted to start on the weekend, because I said it was the most difficult and challenging thing you could ever venture to do in the modern era, right? If you could succeed in eating healthy on a weekend, that would inspire the feeling of confidence to proceed doing so going forward. And I was excited to do that. Did that work out? No! Okay, I failed so hard, so tremendously, fell flat on my face, and I was embarrassed. I had so much guilt and shame still just flowing through my veins. And I was ready to start on the next Monday. It's like, you know what? Easy way out. Fine, we'll do it. Failed on that too. Failed throughout the whole week. Failed throughout the weekend. And I was feeling really down on myself, man, because I wanted to succeed in such a tremendous, huge, colossal challenge. So I was ready for that, and I was pretty bummed out. But while this was happening, I got something in the mail. And if you remember, I made a certain complaint to Lunchables. Okay? And they heard my response and sent me something in the mail, but a coupon for a free Lunchable. The most delectable, delicious treat. It's a golden ticket. Screw Willy Wonka. This is the magic. I've got it. I'm not going to put it on the screen because I don't want anyone stealing my gold. Okay, the coupon, the barcode. No one's getting that from me. This is my thing. I'm going to freaking frame it on the wall. I'm not going to break, okay? I'm going to frame it on the wall for emergencies only. Off a little glass hammer. I'll break it. Yeah, gold ticket. So I'm keeping that right now, and I'm staying strong. It's my first day. Wish me luck. I don't know why it's 0. I hope that doesn't mean bad, but wish me luck, guys. So I'm staying strong, and I'm excited to do that. So yes, we are going forward, and we have a free freaking ticket to heaven with us at any moment, which makes it the most difficult thing ever. I would argue even more difficult than a weekend, so I'm extra proud of myself right now. I should probably put that somewhere I can never find it. Yeah. Nothing worth noting that I can think of. Okay, of course I figured something out after I take a sip. Anyways, so we went to go see Doctor Strange about a week ago or so, And not that that's not what the story's going. The movie itself wasn't the most exciting thing ever. But, no spoilers at all. But usually when I say that, that means I'm totally everyone dies in the end. But yeah, so before we went to go see it, we were doing a little surprise cleanup for my mom, right? We're doing the family room in the kitchen, a little helpful pick something up. It makes her feel better, declutter altogether. I'm going to stop shaking this around. Anyway, so my brother and I were cleaning this thing up, and we're like about 5 minutes in. I'm like, wow, I can't believe how good the house looks. And I'm ready to sit down, and I'm putting on a TV show and eating some food, and he's just like, sweet. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? It looks clean. And so this kept going on, and I would get back up and start helping, and I would sit back down 5 minutes later, like, wow, I didn't know I could even get this clean. And I just realized how low my cleaning standards are. This happened for about an hour and a half. That every 5 minutes I would sit back down and he'd be doing something like, wow, I never even thought to clean something like that. To look up there to do that. I was like, wow. So eventually it just like the cleanest house to me, every level. Like there was a different step above where I was. So it made me realize I really got to up my game and how pitiful my cleaning standards really are. But yeah, so the house is very clean, or at least it was, and no thanks to me. Oh man, dude, I would have more to talk about if I would have done something over this weekend, right? So the guys from set, they went out like every single night. There's like 2 or 3 times they're inviting me to come out, doing these fun things, and I couldn't. I was just so busy. We get off set, and then go to work with my dad, and then voiceover, then the podcast, and helping out on the house, and everything in between. I didn't have any time to do it. And it's hard, so you see these like pictures and videos, everyone having so much fun, and you have this FOMO, right? This fear of missing out, right? You're like, oh, this inside joke stuff is like, whatever. That doesn't look that fun. Okay, we're having a good time here. Do whatever we're doing. You try to trick yourself into having a great time, and you sort of like get bitter for a second, which doesn't make any sense because I was invited to go. And be like, no, I'm gonna have so much fun here that they're gonna be missing out what I'm doing. Which makes zero sense. And it was just like for a second, it's just one of those things, man. But yeah, I was so busy, and if I had a nickel for every time I felt left out this weekend, I would have like 20 cents, which isn't a ton of money, but that's pretty lonely still over the course of a weekend. But it was, yeah, cool. I hope to go out with them, have some fun times, and we get some more stories. But yeah, so we're kind of just stuck spitballing and BSing our way through this podcast for now. And yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Sometimes you get lonely. Sometimes I wasn't really lonely. I was busy, but it's a difference. But, it's still hard nonetheless to see people having fun without you. I'm the fun guy. It's fine, whatever. But I hope they had a great time. Oh, dude, I heard one of the funniest stories ever in my entire life. It's not even my story to tell, and my grandma's not going to like hearing it. But, so my grandma and my grandpa, they live on a lake, right? By the lake, by their patio, they have these beautiful little trees, these little shrubbery plants thing. They've had them for years. They're very proud of them, right? They're posted up, they're ripe, they're plump. It's just great, it's great to look at, whatever you do with plants. And so recently, they woke up to find that someone had come in with a handsaw and stolen 2 of them and just chopped them right down at the root. It's like, that's not funny. I'm sorry that you got your freaking tree stolen. I don't mean to be laughing at my grandma's misfortune, but the fact that someone went to go steal a plant is the funniest concept ever. Like, for what reason? Why do they need that plant? Why? Why do you need it? Why do you see this tree? And so furthermore, it gets better. So these things are just gone. One, used a handsaw. It was the middle of the night. But also, so they're tracking the pine needles where this thing goes, and they see that it goes down off the dock. Which means that these people came here by boat and stole their plants, okay? So which I can only picture that they were just out in the lake in the middle of the night or the middle of the day, some other time. And they're just like rowing, they're going around, they're like, we're just having fun. And they eye these things down, okay? They just see these trees from across the pond and they go, oh, those will be mine.
It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine.
And then they come back. And so they come back in the middle of the night with a handsaw. And they're chopping it down. We got to get this tree. We got to get this thing. And they lug it out. And they steal it on a boat. Who does that? For what reason? Of all the things you could steal. There's nice things around. But they see these stupid little plants. And they steal them just right out into the middle of the night. They rolled up onto the land. Probably dressed in all black camo. They got the night vision goggles. Channel 1. Looking out everybody stay clear, I'm on channel. And so then they really roll in here, barrel rolling through the yard, trying to stay clear. And they bust out the handsaw of all things because they got to stay quiet, can't power something up. What is it about the tree? What do they know that we don't know? What's going on? Are there more people that are seeking these things? So then they steal this thing and they hop back into the boat and you go like this in the middle of the night. And the funniest part is not that it happened. The funniest part is that they got away, dude. And for why? And for what? So these guys, just in the middle of the night, you hear, stroke, stroke, stroke. They're dressed out. We got the tree. Who are they bringing it back to? What do they want with the tree? These are answers I will never get, but it's the funniest thing that I've ever heard. I love it so much, and I'm sorry, Grandma. Oh, my sides hurt. But, dude, I can't even wrap my mind around the whole thing as a picture. And some say in the middle of the night you can still hear stroke, stroke, stroke. There's just, who else did they steal trees from? We have no idea. So this whole thing, and I want to know, I want to meet these guys, not so I can bust them, but so I can just ask them questions about who they are as people. Why, dude? I just want to know why. It's so funny to me. It's the most exciting thing I've ever heard, and now you guys can enjoy that. And I'm sorry, Grandma, again, I don't mean to share the story, but that is so funny. And yeah, so that's how Mother's Day went. Now I think that is everything I have to talk about. I'm probably just gonna have to BS my way and make some more like backup podcasts, just so if we ever get stuck or stumbled again. I used to have some, but my brother stole his laptop. Listen, I had it for a while, so I still consider it stealing, not as much as the trees. But he took his laptop back, which had all my backup podcast on it. So now I got to make some more. So in case we get stuck in a situation where you just need to upload one on a whim again, I would like to get those back. But we'll make some more. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I don't know how long this thing has been, but I love you. Appreciate you guys. I will see you in the next episode. And I guess Monday's my new recording day. It's still going to come out Friday. Everything's all the same as far as you know it. Except, I'm not going to have as much information before. All right, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, love you guys. Peace. I'll see you in the next one. Go steal a tree.